Hello, ukulele players. My name is Rick Maxon, and like you, I play the ukulele. I play for a ukulele band called Uke 66, based in Springfield, Missouri, the birthplace of Route 66. Look us up at uke66.com or on Facebook, Uke 66. But that's not what this video is about. Today, I want to introduce you to a little item that you might want to consider for your kit, right? What is it? Well, hang on just a moment. First of all, let's take a little quiz. You're a ukulele player. Raise your hand if this has ever happened to you. Have you ever had friends who are planning a camp out and a campfire, and they'd like you to come bring your ukulele and lead them in some campfire songs? Right? Or maybe someone's found out that you're a ukulele player and they've invited you to play at a retirement home or a hospital. Right? Or how about this one? A friend of yours is getting married on the beach at sunset, and they want you to bring the music. or how about this one? It's more common than most people think. You've been asked to bring your ukulele and play somewhere over the rainbow at a loved one's graveside service. Or how about busking? You've had an opportunity to busk on a busy, crowded corner in your city and make a little bit of money. Well, these are all common scenarios for the ukulele player, and they all share certain things in common. For one thing, these are all situations where ukuleles are welcome. Right? They bring a certain ambiance or a mood to the situation. But the other thing that these situations, and you've probably already figured this out, they bring environmental challenges. Taking your ukulele and singing outside sounds like a great idea, but before long you figure out that you can't be heard, your voice, without straining. Or maybe you're having to bang away at your ukulele in order for it to be heard, and it takes away from that sweet tone that ukuleles are known for. Often, all these situations are small, and they provide little time for you to set up equipment that might help you project your voice or the sound of your ukulele. But most of all, and this is what I want to talk about today, often these situations, you're not going to have access to power. So even if you had a PA system, you couldn't use it. There's no place to plug it in. I mean, of course, there were resources. I mean, you could get a power generator. I did this a couple of times, but boy, they're heavy and they're noisy, and the gas fumes just about made me sick. So I did some research, and I bought a marine battery, like for an RV, and an inverter, and I set it up in a garden wagon with a power speaker, and it worked. Actually, it sounded good and it worked great, but that wagon by itself weighed about 100 pounds, if not more, so I couldn't get it in my car, or if I could, getting it around town or forget on the beach, it just wasn't very practical. These days, we have access to power speakers that are powered by batteries. The one that I like to use is the Bose S1. It's compact, it's light, it's easy to get around, and it sounds really good. There are other companies that are making powered speakers that are powered by batteries too. Behringer has a number of them that work really well. You just have to try them out and see what you can afford and which ones sound the best to your ear. but you still have to plug in your ukulele and a microphone for your voice. Wouldn't it be nice if there was something that was small and cordless and economical and worked great for the ukulele player? Well, of course there is. If you saw my last review, you saw that we looked at a cordless guitar system. The one I use is made by Phenyx Pro, the PDP system, and I plug this into at the end of my ukulele because I have a pickup, and then I plug this into the Bose speaker, and man, they work great. In fact, ever since I did that review, I've been using these, especially in these small venue situations where I need to be agile. I need to be able to get in quickly, play my music, and then get out without having to plug in and unplug a lot of things. Today, I'm looking at a cordless microphone system. The Phenyx Pro PDP 2-1H1B. If you've seen cordless microphone systems, you know that the microphone actually is a transmitter, and then you have to have a receiver that is plugged into your PA system, and that receiver usually needs power. Well, for this little item, there's the receiver. It's cordless because it has a battery. You charge it with a USB. You can charge it up and it lasts for hours. And then it has the 1/4-inch plug that can go into your power speaker, right? So here's the receiver and here's everything else. First, let's take a look at the box. Phenyx Pro always does such a good job with their packaging. There's always great information. Here you got the box content. There's a rechargeable receiver, and there's a microphone. There's a body pack, a headset microphone, a lapel microphone. It's really more than just the microphone. There are 3 options here. And there's a USB-C dual charging cable here on the back. It's a reminder that there's adjustable frequencies. It's digital, wireless. You're using it a convenient rechargeable receiver, and it'll go up to 200 feet. Here, they're letting us know that this is best used in small-scale indoor and outdoor performances, as much like what I described. It makes it perfect for what I was describing. And here are some tech features about the circuitry. That is hands-free. It goes up to 200 feet. You can change the frequency and you can charge it easily. But this is what I like too. That's why I keep the box. There's the email. That's how you can get in touch with them. That's their promise, their commitment to the customer, and that I think is so important. When you open a box, which is actually a very stable container, it would last. And that's, again, why I keep these things. We'll open up and we'll see those things. There you see the owner's manual that gives in greater detail the technology behind this item. There's more there than I'll go into with this video. But you can see some troubleshooting ideas. There's some good training there. And in the box, we're going to see, boy, there's the nerve center, right? Looking at the receiver. And that's the part that goes into your power speaker or amplifier, or certainly into your mixer. There's a power switch there. You push that power switch, and then you can pair up with whatever transmitter you're going to use. The pairing process is pretty simple. So that's the receiver. But in here now there are 3 different microphones that you can use. This is the one I'm paying attention to today because the mic that I want to use is going to be for ukulele venues. They're going to be singing, and it's a public kind of Yeah, you can see there where the AA batteries go. And this is the one that I'm finding useful for what I'm talking about today. But look, there's two other options here. I'm pulling out a headset. No, actually, a lavalier. You know what a lavalier is. You plug that lavalier into the body pack that we'll be unpacking here in a moment. Or you can choose to use a headset. It goes into the body pack, which is the next and probably last thing I'm undoing here. Now, why would you use these? It'd be nice if these worked well in a public performance situation. I haven't found that they're quite ready for that. Boy, they have improved the body pack. It's a good, stable build. There's a good connector. Everything I like about it. It's just I'm not ready to take it out into the outdoor environment. Although it has worked very well for me going straight into my computer for streaming, or for teaching, or for Zoom lessons. It works really well. The foam cushion is really helpful on the microphone too, to keep the wind noise down and to keep that explosive noise coming from your lips down, the P's and the T's. All right, yeah. I'm going to have to do another video where I show that body pack and do the headset and the lavalier. Used within their limitations, they're really an excellent product, and it's nice to be able to, when you get this microphone, to have those other options. It does expand its utility. Boy, how was that for unboxing? I do want to thank Phenyx Pro for sending me the digital wireless microphones to try out. I am really going to specifically be focusing on this today, and maybe I'll do another video that'll cover the headset and the lavalier. I just can't get it all in one video. Let's see how this has worked out in my experience. The first example that I have is the Uke 66 playing at a noisy farmer's market. The next one is a teaching example where Karen is teaching a ukulele class using both the cordless guitar system and the microphone along with the Bose in a local library. The last example is experimental. I grabbed up my ukulele, my Bose S1, the wireless guitar system, the microphone and receiver, and I went to a local park and I set it up and played a song. Oh yeah, and I brought some pre-recorded tracks to simulate playing with a band. So well, let's see how it worked. I'm not afraid. My rover's crossed over and ever has the same thing. I may reach out the spark that's got my feet on the sunny side, the sunny side, the sunny side of the street.
Well, welcome to this class. My name is Karen Maxon and my husband Rick Maxon. We're a duo called Uke 66, a ukulele duo. Put the lime in the coconut, drink it all. Put the lime in the coconut, called out the wolves and the dead.
On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. In the kitchen cooking dinner real nice. Beef stew on the stove, loamy salmon with the ice. We eat and drink and we sing all day. Got a capilla in the old Hawaiian way. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. there you go. You know, whenever we talk about devices like the Phenyx Pro devices that I used in this video, three questions tend to come up as very important. One is, does it how's it sound? Am I going to be happy with the sound? Well, I've been happy with the sound with the Phenyx Pro microphones. What you're hearing on this video is whatever was picked up by this iPhone. That is, it was the sound from the speaker going into this iPhone. So, you know, what do you do? My experience is that I really like how the microphone sounds. What I've noticed about Phenyx Pro microphones with regard to tone, it's a very warm tone. Some microphones are very bright. Some sound systems sound like you're going through a megaphone. This is in the other direction. It's very warm. And so for those examples, actually on the speaker, I brought down the bass and I brought up some of the treble to achieve the tone that I was interested in at the time. The other thing is Phenyx Pro microphones are very, very sensitive, and they're going to pick up plosives. That is, if you pop your P's or your T's or even the S sound will really be distinct on microphones like this, but they include this foam top, which really helps. You probably noticed on the examples that we were using this to help counteract the plosives, and it does that really well. The other question is, well, you know, you're using radio frequencies. Does it drop out? Is there interference? Is there pops in the sound that will affect my performance? And in my experience with them, and certainly with this microphone, that wasn't the case. If it is the case, you can change the channel and get on a clearer channel, so that's less likely to happen. And in this case, it just didn't cut out, and in any of those situations. So I was pretty pleased with it. The last one is, well, just how long does it last? These are battery operated. How long do the batteries last? And you can charge this up on a USB. It'll take a half hour to, not even a half hour, to charge it completely. It'll last. It's good for about 5 hours. The microphone itself is powered by two AA batteries. And I wouldn't use rechargeable batteries. I just put fresh fresh batteries in there each time. And that first example, the farmer's market, we played for 3 hours, and I never changed batteries on that. So this is only going to be as good as the batteries that you put in it. And like I said, my experience is it went for at least 3 hours, and then I got it out the next day and was able to use it again. So the exact amount of time I don't know, but in all three of these experiences, there was plenty of time to get through, well, a 3-hour set. Here's another thing: Phenyx Pro says that this microphone will the distance it will go. You can go 200 feet without any experiencing breakup or interference with the microphone. So while I was out at the park, I decided to test this out. I ran a tape measure out 100 feet and then walked even further, just to kind of test the claim that this would actually go 200 feet. Now let's take a look at that.
All right, this is 25 feet, and there's no popping, no changes that I can tell, and a nice clear sound. I'm going to keep going. I'm at 45 feet, and frankly, I can't imagine going any further than this for what I do. Maybe even if I went into the audience and wanted to ask a question, I'm not sure I'd go any further than this, and I would certainly not go this far with a microphone that has a cord on it. Just wouldn't work well. I'm going to keep going. I'm at 75 feet, and I can hear things loud and clear. Things seem to be going well. I'm going to keep going. All right, I'm literally at the end of my tape, which is 100 feet. So it's this and this again. So far, it's working really well. I'll move over here, just in case. I don't know if I'm out of my camera, but I'm gonna go over here and sit. I don't think I really need to go 200 feet, but I will keep walking. I'm pretty sure I'm at least 150 feet. 200 feet is going to be to the parking lot. I'm at a point here where I can't even hear my PA speaker, but I imagine this thing is transmitting just as it promised.
So, ukulele players, what do you think? Could you use something like this? I'm very interested in it for the price, for the way it sounds, for the lack of interference that I've experienced with it so far, for the battery life. You may decide that you don't even need the headset or the lavalier. You just want the receiver and the microphone. You could put it to good use. And Phenyx Pro bundles these in different ways, and they distribute them through Amazon, which really makes things convenient. And so if you just want the microphone and the receiver, they have it packaged there for $57.98. That's a significant savings, from the $80 that we're paying for the other. And if you really want to blow your mind, let's say you thought, boy, I wish there were two microphones going through this receiver, they actually have that as well. The PDP 2-1H1B for $49.49. Now, I haven't tried either of these. I'm imagining that they're the same or similar technology, and you would be able to use them in any of those applications that I've been discussing here today. If using it within the constraints that Phenyx Pro has laid out, that is, this is something to be used in the small venue, kind of like what I described at the beginning of this video, I think it's an ideal tool. What do you think? Let me know in the comments if you have questions or things that you'd like to add, or things that you wish I would talk more about, or maybe even less about. I appreciate hearing from you, and I benefit from your perspective. So, until next time, for Uke 66, I'm Rick Maxson.
Get your kicks on Route 66.